Hello, everyone. Hello, how are you doing? I know I've been away for a little while now, so I am back. As you can see, hello, Orange Lady. Hello, Mike Joy. Thank you for joining. I know everybody, Mike has been really pushing me to make sure I do my scopes and I'm communicating with you. So here I am putting a little bit out there. If you do not know about him, you definitely need to follow him. He is an awesome man of God, and he gives some very inspirational scopes in the morning. If you want to get your morning started right, you definitely want to follow him. Thank you, everybody, for joining. PTL, thank you for joining. Educated Brother, thank you for joining. Today, I just want to, talk to you just a little bit about some things that I learned while I've been here in Memphis. We had our IT summit as well as my birthday. Yes, thank you, Lord. My birthday yesterday, so I just turned 33 yesterday, and this morning my husband texted me and he was like, "Oh, today you're 33 in one day." So, it's just been on my mind all day today, just talking about being 33. Happy birthday. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It was an awesome birthday. I did not expect the day to go that well, just another year. I tried to downplay it, but it's been great. It really has. So I am so thankful to reach another year. In today's day and age, people are making it to 33, and it's ridiculous. I'm so thankful to have had the opportunities that I've had and to have some of my experiences as well. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we were talking about at our summit, and that is closing the gap. For us, it was more about closing those gaps and those things that we need to finish while that we were trying to accomplish over the past couple of years. And for me, I think it's very important that people take the time for this month of December to really focus on closing the gaps in their life, closing the gaps of the things that they've been pondering on and it's been bothering them over this past year, whether it was relationships, friendships, career goals, things that you were intending to achieve, you started, but you stopped. Something happened, obstacles that have come your way. I really want you to think about focusing on closing those gaps, resolving those issues that you've had with people, and taking that, closing it out, and moving on into 2016 and tackling your life and what's to come for you like no other. I always forget to say this. Please share this with your friends. I think what is it, iOS devices, you swipe to the right, and Android devices swipe up. Please share, as Mike Joy always said, share, share, share. Please use that. Share with your friends if you think this will be beneficial. And while we were in our summit, I wrote down 3 questions. And that is, what are the goals that you had on your list that you have yet to accomplish? Laugh out loud. Yeah. Mike, share, share, share. You know how that goes. And then question number 2 is, what relationships are you still pondering over that take up your mental space and your mental time? Think about that. What relationships in your life that you've been pondering over, that you've just been dragging along as additional baggage in your life all year long? And it has gotten you nowhere. You're not moving forward, but you're constantly being stagnant and sitting in the same place. What are those things, those relationships with people? You're either going to accept them where they are, forgive them for what they've done, or you're going to still be there wondering about things while they've moved on with their lives. And you really want to deal with those type of things and move on. You don't want to carry that additional baggage into 2016. You don't have time for that. I've done that. I know I can speak honestly about that. I've carried issues with me throughout multiple years, and it has held me back, and I don't want it to do that to you. Same thing with milestones and goals. What are the goals and milestones that you had on your list that you've yet to accomplish? Yes, right. Yes, Lord. Those goals and milestones that you've yet to accomplish. you need to write it down, put it on a sticky note, put it in your bathroom, put it on the monitor at work on so that you can see those areas that you spend so much time where you're looking at yourself. Like I do the bathroom, my mirror in the bathroom. I put sticky notes on that bathroom so I can remind myself every day that this is something that you're passionate about. This is something that you want in your life, and this is something that you need to put time and dedication to. And if you've yet to accomplish those goals and those milestones, you need to take a minute. Take a minute out of your day and spend some time on you and figure out if this is really what I want to do. Don't allow this to be just another thing that's just sitting there that you've yet to do anything with. You need to either do something with it or admit that that's not something that's right for you at this time in your life, and that's okay. I think we have such a hard time of accepting that this is just not the season for me. This is not the time for me to tackle this in my life, and that's okay. Don't allow other people in your life to another year of what ifs, right? Do not allow this to be another year of what ifs. What if I would have done that? What if I would have did that? Tackle the things that you need to do, make that list, whatever you need to do, and make it happen in 2016, or let it go. Why keep holding on to things when you know this is something that you're not really interested in, but you want to hold on to it because you don't want to see someone else prosper in that? And we need to get over that. We need to stop with the jealousy and I'm going to hold on to everything because I don't want someone else to be successful in it. Someone else's success is your success as well, especially if you are man enough or woman enough to admit that this isn't right for me, but I think it will be great for you. And they run with it and they're successful at it. That is an awesome thing because you helped to plant that seed in their life for them to grow and prosper. And you should be proud of that. So we need to become better people, and we need to really focus on encouraging one another and supporting one another in the things that we do. And the last question that I wanted to bring to you tonight is, what are the obstacles that you were faced with this year that have set you back in your life, your thought process, and your finances? We all have had things that have happened to us, whether it's with family, whether it's with those that are close to us, whether it's with our finances, we've made bad decisions or whatever. We need to acknowledge what that was, own it, find a resolution, and move forward with it. You're either, that's just what it is. You need to write it down. You need to acknowledge what it was, figure out a resolution, and then move forward with what your plan is. I feel like we make it so hard for ourselves to, so hard to get over an obstacle. We allow it to consume us and to just drag us down. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I just really want you to think about those three things. That's something that I'm really going to be focusing on, because when he was talking about closing the gap, I was like, that makes so much sense. 2015 for me, I have realized that that I've had to let a lot of people go in my life because I feel like God is taking me to a different place. I've really been focusing on this year getting my relationship back right with Him so that I can really prosper and become a better Christian, because I just feel like sometimes we say we're Christian, but we're not so genuine and authentic with it. And I want to be that. I want my relationship to be real. I want it to be authentic, because I heard a poem not too long ago, and a guy was talking about how he made it to heaven, and what part can we enclose the gaps in our, right, what part can we in closing the gaps in our life and our careers? Really, there's so much that we can do with closing those gaps. We've really got to get in there, right? Playing. Jesus fills all the gaps and makes us whole. Exactly. And it goes right back to the whole thing of relationships. We have to have a relationship with him. We have to really focus on making those relationships right. Like I said, with me, I felt like I was going everywhere else but where I needed to be, and I wanted my relationship to be real. And I felt like once it was becoming what I needed it to be and what he wanted it to be, like fully worshiping and praising for real, like real, when you're doing it for real and you're doing it for the right reasons, I just feel like it's just a whole nother thing. It brings about a whole nother peace over you. And yes, he closes those gaps for you when you put it in his hands and you acknowledge what it is that you need to be, what needs to be done. I mean, all of that, it just becomes full circle, and you just feel whole again. Even if you feel like you have no one standing by you, you feel like you are complete and you have everything you need. Y'all, I really feel like I'm just testifying about a lot of things that I've been through over this year, because it has been extremely stressful. But I feel like I am here in December 2015, and I'm good. I'm happy. I'm in an awesome place in my life right now. And I want that for you. I want that for everyone who comes in contact with me, who comes in contact with my friends. I want them to have that. I want them to be whole. Thank you for the heart flow. I really appreciate it. Like, I always forget to look down there because I just have so much going on in my head when I'm talking. But thank you. I really appreciate it, everybody. But yeah, I want everybody to get that. So I really want everybody to think about closing the gaps in your life and moving forward. Happy Feet Dancing Studio coming soon. You know what? Mike Joy. Okay, so let me tell you about that. So one day at an event that we were working, he came to me and told me that God told him that I'm supposed to be teaching, and when was my studio going to open? Ever since I was a little girl, and I've never spoken to Mike about this before, ever. And when I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a teacher, dance for Janet Jackson, like she was like her and Michael, yeah, my everything. But dance for them and open my own studio one day, and to provide dance for those who could not afford it, who were less privileged. And because I remember growing up, my parents couldn't afford to put me in dance class, to be a part of a dance studio and dance in school. And so what I did was I learned off TV. I would record it with my VHS recorder, yes, and I would play it over and over again and watch it in slow-mo until I could learn how to do a pirouette, leaps, everything. And by the time I got to high school, I had taught myself enough to where I could get on a dance team, and I worked my butt off. I was the only minority in my on my freshman year, and my coaches made me the captain. In this school, where there are not many people who look like me, but they saw the drive in me and made me captain of my freshman dance team. And from there, I have been so dedicated to dance. And it's just crazy that he mentioned that to me, because it's always in the back of my head and I always push it to the side. But I know that when I have a talent, something that my husband was just preaching about last Sunday was the gifts of God, the talents that he gives us. You utilize what you memorize. Right. And I really did. Like, he gave me the talent and the passion of dance. He really did. I can watch something and I can make it come to life. I can bring that expression of whatever it is I'm supposed to do. I can bring it to life through dance. And I really feel like that was my talent, my gift from him. And he was just talking about how we don't utilize those gifts, as our way to praise him, because he is the gift to us. And I really feel like, you know what, Mike, I need to get on it. That's what this is telling me. I need to get on it. I need to make this come to life, because it's always been on my mind. I've written probably 3 business plans for a dance studio and so forth, and I have yet to do it, right? I have like three different types of companies, names, everything, and yet to do it. Then dance. When last time? You know what? I know. I know. See, y'all are putting the pressure on me to really make this happen. I probably shouldn't have said anything, Mike. I blame you. But yeah, so that's my little spiel about dance, my life, 33rd birthday, closing the gap, all of that, which was not the plan. If you don't use the gift, you rob the world of the gift that God placed in you. I mean, right. Thank you, fitness training, PH Fitness Training. That's my husband, everybody. Thank you for joining. I mean, he's been busy. We believe in you. Oh, y'all, thank you so much. Now, y'all really got this on my mind. That's what I preached about Sunday. I know. I was just telling them about that. That's what he preached about. Like, truly, the gifts. If you don't use it, you really are robbing the world of what God has placed on this earth in His children. So, I'm going to hold myself accountable, and y'all do the same. Hold me accountable to give you updates about that. I feel the pressure. Excited for you filling the gap. Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about filling the gaps over the next couple weeks as we move into this new calendar year. You know, there are great things coming for all of us. Just dance, woman. I know. You know what? And I was listening to, this is so random. I was just listening to Kirk Franklin's new album called Losing My Religion. So before the album came out, I was talking to my husband. We were on a plane or in the car. I can't remember, but I was talking to him about the album, and I am a huge fan of Kirk Franklin, and he is awesome. When I was younger in high school, in college, he got me through a whole lot. I was in the gospel choir in college for 4 years, and we used to sing like all of his songs, and we were on the plane. Okay, that's what it was. And I was like, I have got to buy his album. I was like listening to all the songs, and I saw a clip of a song called Intercession, and it was amazing. I had a really bad day at work, and I was watching that video, and it ministered to me at that very moment. Like, I was literally in tears at my computer desk. One of your favorite albums. It's awesome. It's an awesome album. If you don't have it, you definitely need to get it. And I was listening to two of the songs, and I was like, I need to ask my husband if he will be okay if I dance at church Sunday, liturgical dance, because I've danced once before, and one song was like really ministering to me a couple days ago when I was driving to work, and I was like, I just feel like that should be something that everybody needs to hear. And now that I'm on here saying this, I feel like he's going to hold me to it. So yeah, I'll let you know. Yes, right. See, he's going to make me do it. So I'll let you know how it goes. Track number 12. Yes, that's the song. I think that's the song. I think that's the song that I'm talking about. Y'all, if I'm just telling you, it's awesome. So I just want to thank you all for, that's it. Yeah, it really is. So I just want to thank you all for being a part of this scope with me. Please share with your friends and family. I will be sure to talk more about closing the gap. And thank you so much for joining. Y'all have really made my day. Celebrating my birthday all week. So whoop, whoop. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram, Fearless Nita. Facebook, Unita, EUNITTA. I'm still trying to change that over to Fearless Nita. And I'm also on YouTube. My channel is Fearless Nita as well, Nita. So just follow me whenever you can. I thank you so very much for being so supportive and pouring into me. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.